What's going on, Zinesters? And welcome to yet another random fact here with Adam and Comic Scene. And we're continuing the evolution of Marvel Comics from Timely Publications to Timely Comics, now to Atlas Comics. Atlas Comics was around from, I want to say, 1950 to 61. Now, a lot of stuff happened during this time because it was post-war. Now remember, in coinciding with Golden Age comics and Silver Age, well actually this would be entering the Silver Age comic book era. But you gotta remember, this is 1950s, okay? We just got out of a depression and a war, really bad war. And during the time, you know, between like 39, 38, 39 to 1945, 46, when the war was going on, we needed heroes. We needed them. I mean, we need it now, but we're not going to get into that. I think I already talked about that, which I think I did. So, but anyway, they needed heroes. They needed a Batman. They needed a Superman. They needed a Captain America, and they needed a Wonder Woman. And, you know, it boosted morale. So, this is 1950, okay? Post-war, we don't really need them anymore. And people are starting to lose interest in the whole superhero phenomena, okay? And Martin Goodman, you know, he started up Timely Publications, and then it became a comic book company as well, Timely Comics. And around this time, superhero comics are at an end, so he starts going back to genres that Timely used to rock all the time, Timely Publications, which was like westerns and mystery and war, you know what I'm saying? So he started reviving these to try to get people coming back to his company, okay? And as he's trying to revive superheroes. He's trying to revive like the Submariner. He's trying to revive the Human Torch, Young Men. He's trying to just get them back, right? So as he's trying to revive these things, he starts putting out different kinds of magazines as well, because Atlas is I think he started calling it a Atlas News Company, okay? So it's all medias, I'm sure, you know, magazines, whatever. And he starts putting out like men's magazines, starts putting out like model magazines and stuff like that. Also, still doing the comic book thing, but with these genres that are incorporated in the times. I mean, this is the 50s, post-war. You got the like rise of like sci-fi movies. I mean, I think it was like 51 or 52 or something like that, where like The Day the Earth Stood Still, like War of the Worlds. So he starts putting out these comics that are coinciding with these franchises and like these movies and television, because you also gotta remember this is like the rise of television as well, so he's having to compete with that. So, you know, as he's trying to do all this stuff, I guess you could say, I've read an interview with Stan Lee where he talked about, you know, in reference to Atlas Comics. Atlas Comics stayed alive long enough to become Marvel in '61 because they were putting out like cheap, entertaining books, okay? And you got to think the evolution of putting out westerns and science fiction and war and mystery and crime books. He's still trying to boost them superheroes up too, putting out a few there, bam, bam, bam. You know what I mean? And people are getting drawn back in. And you know, you had the Golden Age where everything's just like, pow, boom, like superheroes. You know what I mean? Then you had the Silver Age where things started dwindling down. Then, in my opinion, the Bronze Age really brought back comics. You know what I mean? Because I mean, the Bronze Age was like, you know, ending of the 60s, beginning of the 70s, and lasting throughout like 85. And it's just bringing people back. You know what I mean? And if you think about it, like they said on Battlestar Galactica, this has all happened before and it'll all happen again. You know, in the 90s, like comics really fell down, like just hit the rock bottom, like they just died. You know what I mean? Not many people were into comics during the 90s, or late 90s, I should say. But now, it's like the future. You know what I mean? This is 2017, because you got companies like DC and Marvel who teamed up with Warner Brothers and Disney and putting out movies and animated films. It's back. To me, it's coming back up. We the comic book few, the warriors of the comic book nation. I mean, we're on the rise. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I collected comic books when I was a kid, and then I kind of fell out. But as I'm getting older, like, I'm starting to appreciate my childhood and these fantastic little stories. And I mean, it's crazy, just the evolution of things. So this was my fun little random fact about Atlas comic books, how it went from Timely Publications to Timely Comics, and now Atlas. Now, my next random fact, I will talk about how Atlas became Marvel. If you're enjoying what I'm doing, hit that subscribe button, and all my links are in the description below, and we'll just keep diving into the world of comics and all things nerdy.